So I do a few things. I explain how critical race theory's scope and grasp on reality is very narrow and limited to a certain set of definitions that are not reflected by everything else in the world. It would kind of be like saying, well, I garden plants, and all the world is about gardening plants because I garden plants. It's sort of circular idea. And critical race theory says, well, racism has shaped America because there was a point in American history where there was slavery, and therefore everyone partakes in racism that shapes America. That's the basic intention of critical race theory. So just explain how that statement right there is just very narrow. That's number one. And number two, about how trying to analyze institutions does not requires much more than, again, a single answer for everything, because critical race theory is ostensibly billed as an idea to analyze how institutions affect and impact the lives of people in America who have been traditionally oppressed. Okay, well, that opens us up to a range of questions. I mean, what institutions, number one? Number two, are the institutions themselves have no power without people. So what people were in the institutions? Number three, how exactly have these things manifested and how they manifest right now? You just keep asking questions. And if you keep asking questions, you're going to get to a point where specifics are neglected for generalities. That's how these ideologies work. It is a critical race theory is a very grossly simplistic ideology. It uses generalities and macro concepts to reject the very specific and individual details of natural life. That's why it's so successful, because they don't have to appeal to your individuality. They don't have to appeal to a particular circumstance. They can just appeal to generalities. So, very shortly, explain why critical race theory is narrow in its understanding of the world. Ask questions, especially about institutions and the relationship between people and institutions, and try to see, are the institutions bad, or are some people who have inhabited them bad? And then, number three, always remember that your opponent, so most of the time, is probably operating from a different definitional playground than you are. Understand that, respect that, and make your case as to why your definition is superior to theirs. That's how we can beat critical race theory in 3 simple steps.